we got 13, 14 games, 13, 12 games on Saturday, December 2nd, because we don't have a game on Sunday due to the in-season tournament. So let's get into each game. The first game, Warriors lost again, 112, 113 to the Clippers. Well, another tough loss. Warriors ranked? Well, they're 9 and 11. No, not really, not good. Not good. Curry, 22 points, 11 assists. Curry this season, he's a 14th ranked player. He's averaging 29 points. He's averaging a lot of points, but 5 threes, which is also really good. But just 0.7 steals and 4.7 assists. Because obviously you got Chris Paul, right? Getting a lot of assists. You also have Draymond Green got a lot of assists. So his assists dipped a little bit, but the 0.7 steals should go up. Maybe he's old. He's not really paying attention. He's not doing too much on the defensive end or trying too much on the defensive end. Either way, it's not enough for him to crack the top 10 at the moment, and it's not enough to carry this Warriors team. Clay, another subpar shooting night. 5 for 13, 17 points. I'm waiting for a month where Clay just shoots 70, 60%. Still waiting. Dario Saric started. He could be a streamer over Kevon Looney sometimes. He started over Kevon. He has put, if they got a back-to-back, you're looking for threes, you're looking for points. He's actually ranked he's ranked 130th. Wow, Jamal Murray is ranked bad. Dario Saric is 130th ranked player. 6 rebounds, 11 points. It's okay. Like, if you need if you have a back-to-back, he's a guy that you could stream. Draymond, for whatever reason, scored 21 points, but only 4 assists. This game, Curry probably got doubled a lot. No defensive stats. Draymond Green has been very underwhelming this season. Let's wait and see how good he could be. Moses Moody, 21 points, 2 steals, 2 assists. Okay, great game for him as well. Let's just see the minutes. If Wiggins is out, he's the guy that we want to stream. Kuminga gets just 16. So Moses Moody is playing a lot better, at least in this system right now. Brandon had 37 minutes, also played well. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, with the steal and 2 blocks. With Chris Paul out, Chris Paul should be back next game. If not, we could stream him. Clippers, great game for Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. They both did their thing. Harden and Westbrook. This is a problem. Russell Westbrook only plays 18 minutes, while Norman Powell gets 29. Right? This is the problem. Harden had another great one. 21 points. He stand by. He's not a first-round player or second-round player this year. But on a per game basis, he's actually ranked 34th ranked player. Third round. I mean, if you draft him third round, he's exactly where he needs to be. I mean, a lot of things changed this year for Harden, right? He's only averaging 2.1 turnovers, but 6.4 assists is really good. He's getting 1.6 steals, 0.4 blocks, right? 85% from the free throw line. If he gets to the line a little bit more, this is probably where he is going to be the rest of the season. He's not going to score a lot of points. He's going to get 6-7 assists, but not crazy. And then a little bit defensive stats. He's not going to hurt your field goal too much. He's not going to turn the ball over too much. So those are good things, depending on what you need. But he's not the Harden that we know he used to be. Next game, Cat, another win for the Timberwolves. They still sit on top of the West, and then for the whole league actually, 15-4. Rudy, huge game, 12 points, 12 rebounds, and 26 points because they're playing the Charlotte Hornets. That is understandable. Karl Anthony Towns, another great one. They're doing it without Anthony Edwards, who's been out for 2 games. They got both. I mean, Charlotte Hornets is not a great team, but that just shows you the Wolves. They might be for real, at least for now in the regular season, playing really, really good. Mike Conley had 10 assists and 14 points. Naz Reid came off the bench, had 23 points. This is what he's capable of. 24, give him 24. Oh, Shake Milton is on this team. The Sixers get rid of him. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I said to stream him in the short term. Had a bad game here, but I would still hold him. He's getting 30 minutes tonight. It's just really, really bad that he didn't have. Troy Brown Jr. also could be a streamer as long as Anthony Edwards is out. But we have a long break coming up. 2 days, 2 or 3 days where there's very minimal number of games played. So by the time they play the next one, everybody's probably back already. The next game, this team, Charlotte Hornets, would you look at Miles Bridges just putting up very solid numbers? Terry Rozier with LaMelo Ball out for multiple weeks, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals is good enough. Brandon Miller had 2 blocks, 14 points. Brandon Miller could be rostered, but what does he really give you? 2 blocks is nice, but we need a little bit more. The minutes is good. Brandon Miller is the 163rd ranked player. 14 points is solid enough, but he's got to bring the defensive stats up. And then maybe the efficiency a little bit. One nice thing is he doesn't really turn the ball over. He can give you 14, 15 points. And they give him in the minutes, 36 minutes. I wonder what happens when LaMelo Ball comes back. Right? Who is going to, maybe everybody lose a few minutes? I'm not sure. Gordon Hayward also played well. PJ Washington had 1 block and 18 points and 5 assists. With LaMelo Ball out, everybody gets to eat a little bit. Mark Williams, no blocks here, which is a little bit disappointing, but still good field goal in 29 minutes. The next game is the Brooklyn Nets beat the Orlando Magic. Wow. The Magic, they finally lost the game. And Jalen Suggs finally struggled. Had 5 personal fouls, only plays 22 minutes. While Cole Anthony still had he's a minus 32. But because of the Jalen Suggs foul trouble, he played 31 minutes. Pretty good stuff. He needs to be rostered. Jalen Suggs is a absolutely must roster, as I have been saying. Pablo Pancaro, 19, 10, and 8. Really nice. It seems like they don't need Wendell Carter Jr. back. The combination of Gogo Badaze and Ortiz Wagner is good enough at the center position. And, their guards are doing just fine without Markelle Fultz. Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony Black has been starting, who's, just okay. Franz Wagner also 20 points, just very, very solid and consistent. Look at his numbers, just almost identical every single game. The variance is very, very little. We look at the Brooklyn Nets. Mikal Bridges finally has a good a game where he just goes crazy. Mikal, after this pop-off game, he is still just 46 ranked player. He needs a few of these games to be inside that top 30 on a per game basis. But nice thing is, I don't think he's missed a game. And brought the defensive stats as well. Went to the free throw line 18 times, 15 for 18, 3 threes. They could not stop him. Still had 3 blocks, good enough. Cameron Johnson, 14 points and 3 threes is okay. But the most important thing is he's getting the minutes. And now with Cam Thomas in the starting lineup, 7 for 23. Cam Thomas is a must roster. Without a doubt, he is a must roster. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 threes. He's going to give you a lot of points and threes. Amazing guy doing that. And then add a little bit rebounds and assists and whatever defensive stats that comes with it. Claxton is a little bit foul trouble. Had 4 personal fouls and 1 block, 7 rebounds. Good enough for me. Spencer Dinwiddie did his thing. And then, with Cam Thomas back, Royce O'Neal, Lonnie Walker, he's out this game. But these Dorian Finney-Smith, okay. So that's interesting. Is Cam Thomas going to get 37 minutes when everybody's healthy? Probably not. But even if it's just 27 minutes, he's going to put up 18 shots. So must roster in category leagues and in points leagues. The next one is the Cavaliers beat Detroit. No surprise. I don't know why Isaiah Okoro is that pissed. Should be an easy win for them. Donovan, mediocre game, but look at that. Another game with 2 steals. Darius Garland, amazing game, 3 steals and a block. But Garland hasn't been good this year. I think his assist number is really dipped. He's a 138th ranked player. It's got to be a buy low. 19 points, 6 assists, 1.5 steals. 6 assists is still good, but he's just turning the ball over at a pretty high clip. 4.3 turnovers is really his biggest killer. Not really a buy low, to be honest. Like, his counting numbers seem fine. It's just really high turnovers. And then his assists probably dipped a little bit from last year. Evan Mobley, after going off earlier this week, just had a very mediocre game. 11 rebounds is fine, while Jared Allen had 11 rebounds and 19 points. Okay. Just expecting more blocks when you play in Detroit, to be honest. Isaiah Okoro came off the bench, had a huge game, 4 steals and 6 rebounds and 4 assists. But he's not gonna do that again. We look at Detroit. Killian Hayes starts with Bogdanovic back. Bogdanovic, if you need points and threes, you gotta have him. And another bad game by Osar Thompson. They're really messing with his minutes, and they're experimenting different lineups. And he's just been fouling like crazy. You obviously don't drop him. If anything, I would buy low. Osar Thompson. I'm not worried about him. We know what he can do in the NBA, grabbing rebounds, playing defense. Yeah. Rookies, they're gonna be up and down. It's fine. Jaden Ivey gets 30 minutes. He's not a must roster, I don't think. Okay, he's gonna be a stretch. He's gonna have a nice stretch, but he's not a must roster. If schedule is good, you need points and assists, you can look at him, but that's it. Killian Hayes had a decent game. If he starts and have 33 minutes, he needs to be rostered. But the next game, right? Who knows? They're gonna start Osar Thompson. It's just a pretty weird starting lineup. The Detroit. I think they're just experimenting different lineups, right? Because now you have Bogdanovic back, right? They're deciding how they want to maybe have him come off the bench, really lead the bench unit with his scoring things. While Jalen Duren did not miss a shot. 8 for 8, great stuff. 11 rebounds, still in 2 blocks. 1 for 6 on the free throw line is really the only thing. Jalen Duren is a must roster. He's been really good. Probably the best. Well, Kate Cunningham also had an amazing game. 23 points, 11 assists with 2 steals. But ranking-wise, where is Cunningham after somewhat a slow start? Across 9 categories, he's been horrible. 154th ranked player. So Duren is actually in 9 category, 92nd ranked player. Okay, that's also not so good. What about Osar Thompson? 110th. Okay. So Jalen Duren is actually the best fantasy player in terms of 9 category rank this year for this team. It doesn't really mean much, right? Because we all know people would take Kate Cunningham. It just his efficiency issues is really hurting the team, hurting your team. The next one, without Tyrese Halliburton, I know Tyrese Halliburton has got a lot of hype, and people are crediting this high team offense to him. Sure, he's doing a lot, but without him. Look at it. Without him, this game, and Miami is a great defensive team. Supposedly, they dropped 144 points. It's a system. System is a big part. Not saying he's not good. And then you look at TJ McConnell, you're like, oh wow. What can he do? 10 for 11 from the field, 20 points, and 11 assists. And did he not even attempt a 3-point shot? All right, so who played well? Bruce Brown went off 30 points with 4 threes. Andrew Nembhard started, had 11 assists. Wow, the assists are just coming in for this team. Benedict had 4 assists, 16 points, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Free throws supposed to be his specialty. Nothing really is noticeable other than TJ McConnell went off. So if Tyrese Halliburton is out, he's the guy we got to look at and think about streaming, because he could have big games. Like he could actually have a triple-double, right? And then get you a bunch of steals. Obi Toppin also played well because the shots got to go somewhere. Miles Turner did his thing, 10 rebounds, 17 points, and 2 blocks. So everybody chipped in, and this is a great win for the Pacers without Tyrese. And the Pacers are at the 6th seed. So it looks like they're looking all right. Gonna make the playoffs, make the play-ins, whatever, and then get some playoff experience for this young team. While the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler had 33 points. Bam was out, sure. So they started Orlando Robinson, and they give Kevin Love 19 minutes. Okay. Kyle Lowry started, plays 28 minutes, full points. Somehow grabbed 8 rebounds and 2 assists, but nothing else. It's tough. But again, he's a guy that if you don't need assists, you don't need threes, you don't need steals, he's not useful at all. But if you need those categories in category leagues, he's not so bad. It's just games like this really make you want to drop it, because you look at the numbers. 8 rebounds is nice, but 4 points, 2 assists. Come on, no threes. Duncan Robinson shot the ball well, and they started Haywood Highsmith. I don't really know the strategy behind it. You start a guy, you play him 3 minutes, right? You pull him off, and then you start somebody else. Jamie played played out right. 29 minutes, 11 points, 2 steals. Not that eye popping, to be honest. Caleb Martin is the one that who really played well. But I don't think the injury is serious. The Bam's injury is nothing serious. So I mean Tyler Hero is also out. So I don't know Caleb Martin is going to be fantasy relevant at all. The next game is the New Orleans Pelicans. This is a bad loss by the Pelicans to the Bulls, 118. Well, it's the Kobe White show. We look at that. It's a Kobe White show. He's gonna be up and down. If he has another nice game, I'm gonna think about selling high. You have to. He's really hot and cold. We'll get to him later. This game with CJ McCollum out, Jordan Hawkins and Dyson Daniels split the minutes, and Jose Alvarado also came in and did a little bit. Dyson Daniels, you could stream him for some steals mainly, and some assists. Not much else. But we have to talk about Herbert Jones again. He has just been amazing. Herbert Jones is the 36th ranked player. You gotta sell high. Like if you can do a 2-for-1, if you can get Jimmy Butler, if you can get Evan Mobley, if you can get Miles Turner, like all these guys. Well, he's averaging 1.9 steals. Can he do that? 1.3 blocks is also too high, right? He's shooting 51% from the field. That's a little bit high. And 87%. So he's really overperforming at the moment. Can you extract value to try to do a 2-for-1 to get a top 25 player? Or do a 1-for-1 to get a top 36 or top 40 player? You know, some of the guys I just said, if you can get him for Jalen Brunson, like Jimmy Butler, like maybe Jimmy Butler misses a few games, the owner is frustrated with him, right? You do Herbert Jones and somebody else for Jimmy Butler. That would be a huge win. Just look to do trades like that. But he's been amazing. Another 3 steals and a blocking. I don't know how he does it. 9 for 10 from the free throw line. Feel like he's gonna cool off at some point. Let's see. Valanciunas, another 15 and 10. He's just doing his thing. At this point, don't even bother trying to sell high. He always finds a way. Zion's gonna be out. He finds a way to put up numbers. Zion Williamson, 27 points. Pretty good game. I feel like Zion is not even being talked about in the media anymore. You don't really hear a lot of Zion Williamson talks no more. But the Pelicans, well, they need to be good to even have they're the 8th seed. So it's really boring. Just around the playoff, not much to talk about. They're not the Wolves this year. They're not the Oklahoma City Thunder. Brandon Ingram, they have a lot of talent on this team. Brandon Ingram, 23 points. Just very mediocre. Nothing exciting. For the Bulls, Kobe White, this stat line is exciting. 40 minutes is exciting. Zach LaVine is out. And did Alex Caruso get hurt again? My God. I feel bad for this guy. Yeah, he's questionable again. What are you going to do? Kobe White, 31 points, 8 threes is huge. 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal. Try to sell high if he can put it. If he has a couple good games like this, try to sell higher. Nikola Jokic, 6 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Not good, but not bad. 3 blocks is actually good. Patrick Williams, he also needs to be rostered, I think, as long as Zach LaVine is out. Or just monitor his minutes. He's been getting 30 minutes, and he's been bringing in the defensive stats. 2 steals and 2 blocks is good. You don't want to leave him on the waiver wire. You know, if he can average 1.2, 1.3 steals and close to 1 block. DeMar DeRozan had 10 assists. That's good. But, you know, veterans on this team, they're going to blow it up. So how much can you trust him, right? They really not much to play for. The next one is the Atlanta Hawks lost to the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks find a way to win. That's fine. Trae Young, 12 assists, 32 points. Good stuff with 2 steals. Devontae, 30 points and 2 steals is really nice. But the assist is gone, you know, when Trae plays. Click Capella, they need some bigger bodies. So Capella played 30, Okongwu played 27. That means that they play both of them together this game, which is interesting. It's not going to happen that much because, you know, you don't play big teams like Bucks every day. Otherwise, it will be good for both owners. Right? Capella went off 17 rebounds with a steal and 3 blocks, 4 assists, 8 offensive rebounds. Amazing. Sadiq Bey, And DeAndre Hunter, you know what they do? They score a little bit, they hit threes, bringing some defensive stats and rebound. That's really it. Not much going on with the Hawks. And then the Bucks, Chris Middleton. The minutes is 25. Okay. I feel like it's each game goes by, he gets 30 more seconds. 12 points. I mean, I don't think you can have this guy at the moment, especially if your team is struggling. Giannis, amazing. A triple-double, 2 steals and a block. I think he's putting up better numbers than he was last year before Dame came here. Dame, 25 points, 9 assists, only went to the free throw line 2 times. But, okay game for Dame. I'm just waiting for him to start dropping 50 points. That hasn't happened yet, because, you got Giannis on this team. He doesn't need to. I think his assist numbers also lately has been going up a little bit, so that's nice. Malik Beasley, another great game, 4 threes. He's obviously a must roster. He's too hot right now. I think there will be a stretch where maybe, they give Pat Connaughton coming off the bench. He hit a couple threes, but right now he's playing well. They're giving him really high minutes, so you hold on to him. Try to sell high on him as well. Brook Lopez blocked 4 shots. This is what he does. He's amazing, and he continues to be amazing for. People thought he's washed 3 years ago. All right, this game is crazy. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Mavericks 126-120. They were up 25 points, and then the Mavericks literally scored 30 points straight. Why is the last time it happened? Literally scored 30 points straight, and they still lost in the end. Chet Holmgren, 30 minutes. Just look at this stat line. 11 points is okay. 11 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 4 blocks. Amazing stuff. And Shea, of course, didn't score a lot, but who cares? 9 assists, 5 steals, and a block. He remains to be the number 1 ranked player in the NBA. While Jokic has caught up, I still think Jokic should be an easy number 1. But, close enough. Shea is going to be amazing in the next 5 years. Who knows, 5 to 10 years. In fantasy, he's a new guy. Josh Giddey, wow. Good buy low opportunity, to be honest. You throw anybody, I would throw Malik Beasley at him just to see what happens, right? 60 minutes, damn, that's rough. I guess they don't really need his playmaking, and he's not really doing all that well on the offensive and on the defensive end, so they just benched him. Jalen Williams played 30 minutes, played all right, 23 minutes and a steal. Played a good game, I think, but it's just a lack of defensive stat for him all year, and I don't know if it's going to come. If it comes, then he's a top 50 player easy, I think, in category leagues. But just hasn't come yet. And Davis Bertans is on this team too. Wow. On the Mavericks, Luka Magic, 36 points, 18 assists. 18 assists without Kyrie. 15 rebounds. Great win for him. And they just gave him 46 minutes. Just like that. No big deal. 7 turnovers. So he's tired. When he's tired, he misses free throws. Okay, that's fine. Seth Curry came back, hit 4 threes. That's interesting. Kyrie, obviously, a bunch of other guys were also out. Derek Lively, 9 for 9. Ooh. What a game. We pick him up. Okay, we can pick him up and try to sell high. I don't think it's going to happen all that often, to be honest. I don't think this is going to happen again this season. Because the matchup reasons, they need somebody to have Chet Holmgren's size, I guess, because nobody else could really guard Chet. So, of course, he played 40 and then 9 for 9. Yeah, this is what he can do. Amazing. Grant Williams, nothing. Not that exciting. And Derrick Jones Jr. has been hitting a lot of threes. Maybe a streaming option with Tim Hardaway Jr. out. They've been giving him a lot of minutes. But what a game from all the Oklahoma City young guys, especially Chet Holmgren and Shea. All right, the next game, Booker came back. Wow, 109, 116. Devin Booker. Well, let's talk about the Grizzlies. Jerry Jackson Jr. Huge game here, 37 points. He's been underwhelming. Only blocked 1 shot here, but that's nice. And Jalen Noel out of nowhere played 34 minutes. They really need some guard play. My God. Marcus Smart is still out. I don't know when he's gonna be back. Could be soon, to be honest. Maybe next week. But yeah, they're really desperate for guard play. They did not expect Smart and both Smart and Ja to be out. Well, they did expect Ja to be out, but Marcus Smart, out really hurt this team. Guards play this. They have no guards. Look at the assists. They have 14 assists as a team. Um, Desmond Bain, 27 points. Yeah, he's getting a lot of shots at the moment. Great game. It's 3 threes. But I think with Ja returning, that should help everybody. Santi Aldama got 30 minutes. I think he's a guy that we should look to roster. His minutes is really high up, right? He can put up some nice numbers, fairly efficient, doesn't hurt you anywhere. We look at Phoenix Suns. KD only plays 25 minutes. Okay, did he get hurt? Kevin Durant did not get hurt. He's just been getting a lot of usage, so they try to rest him toward the end because well, he still played 33. What am I watching? KD still played 33 minutes, 27 points, 5 assists, still in a block, only 2 rebounds, but KD continues to be amazing. Devin Booker had 34 points, 7 assists, 13 for 13 from free throw line. Okay, that's nice. It's just they're not, they're not fully healthy, and their record is okay, right? But if they're just gonna be the 4th seed, their path to the finals is a lot harder, right? The West go through Denver, and even before you play Denver, you might run into some of the veteran teams that could give you trouble. If you play the Lakers or whatever, right? That could be a tough matchup for the Suns. I don't know. I'm just saying things. So I think in the West, it's kind of important to get one of the toppers. It's always important to get one of the top seed. Otherwise, you fall down to 5th, 6th, or whatever. You play Timberwolves, Oklahoma City Thunder. That's already hard enough, right? And you play another tough team, and then you play Denver. But that's what happens, in a conference where every team is pretty competitive. Whereas in the East, I think, is very top heavy. It's very top heavy. So you might only need to play 1 or 2 tough teams, right? If you're lucky with first, you maybe to have 1 tough matchup to get to the finals. If you're one of the top teams in the West, it's like all 3 rounds is going to be tough. Grayson, Yusuf Nurkic took 18 shots. Yusuf has been amazing this year. Yeah, really. Has been amazing. Has been healthy, I think, for the most part, too. 26 minutes. We obviously want that to be a little higher, but can't complain too much. All right. 2 more games. It's the Portland. Well, this game out to be boring. 118-113. The Jazz beat them. And Shaden Sharp, I would try to sell him high. Same thing with Malcolm Brogdon. Fernie Simons has been out, and Scoot Anderson has been playing 21 minutes, and he just had 5 fouls every game. I think toward the end of the season, they gotta give Fernie Simons 30 minutes. They gotta give Scoot Henderson close to 30. So Shaden Sharp and Brogdon is gonna lose minutes. So I would try to sell high on these 2 guys really, really fast. DeAndre Ayton, I guess it's just same. Doesn't matter the situation. Only has 10 points. He's getting worse and worse. Only 10 points. He's just passive. He took 8 shots. What is he doing on the court? He's kind of talented on the offensive end. I think, they feed him the ball, but they just decided not to. Even on this team. No idea what's going on with DeAndre Ayton, right? And then Jeremy Grant, also a sell high candidate, had a horrible game, 7 for 7 for him. But this team, sell high for Sharp and Brogdon. Scoot Henderson, I would just be monitoring. If you don't care about your turnover and low field goal, you want to pick him up early. Not right now. He's playing 20 minutes right now. It's not good enough. For the Jazz, Simone had 34 minutes and 2 blocks, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Okay, I like his minutes. And then he put up 2 blocks. That's fine. And it's a little bit frustrating. Like Walker Kessler has been coming off the bench, while Omer had a huge game for 15. He's not fantasy relevant, I don't think. Unless you really want some rebound and they got a back-to-back. But it's been frustrating. They keep Kessler coming off the bench. 8 rebounds and 2 blocks is okay, but they need to give him 30 minutes and start him, right? He's a better guy. Keontae George, 21 points, okay. Most nights he's not doing much, but the minutes is really enticing. 36 minutes here. And they are not starting Taylor Horton-Tucker. They are not starting Colin Sexton. But they are giving these guys minutes, and they're not fantasy relevant at the moment. And Collins had 17 points. 9 rebounds, 17 points, 3 blocks. Good game from Collins, but nothing is really changing with their rotation. 2 more games. 1 18-113. The Jazz beat the Portland Trail Blazers 118-113. 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 The Jazz beat the The next one is the Denver Nuggets lost to the Kings. Wow, the Denver Nuggets. Jokic has just been ridiculous. This triple double. This is just video game stats. 13 rebounds, 14 assists with 36 points, 2 steals and block. Jamal Murray is still out, and even when he played this year, he hasn't been good. They need Jamal to be healthy in the playoffs. So Reggie Jackson gets 33 minutes. If Jamal Murray continues to be out, he's been playing fairly well. 20 and 8 is good, and he's a minus 14 though. While KCP, if you're looking for steals, he got 4 here, amazing, and threes, sure. Aaron Gordon came back, had 17, okay, and Michael Porter Jr. had 1 3, 8 rebounds and 2 blocks and 13 points. That's a pretty good line for Michael Porter Jr. Get some defensive set, get some rebound, hit some threes. We don't care about the assists, and we know you don't pass the ball. And then for the Kings, De'Aaron Fox his usage is just ridiculous. 16 assists. When you have a couple of these guys, the other guys can't really compete. Like if you have a 16 assists and Jokic have 14, it's like, wow, what can you do? And you have a bunch of guys that average 5 assists. It's not gonna catch up. De'Aaron Fox, yeah, amazing, 3 steals and a block. Continues to be amazing this year. And Malik Monk also. He needs to be picked up, came off the bench, provide the spark for them. 26 points, and he can give you 4 or 5 assists. Some threes, that's good enough for me. If those are the categories you're looking for. Sabonis, okay, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. Keegan Murray came back from his injury. He needs to be rostered. I think the volume of threes he gave is too much. The last game of the night is the Rockets. The Kings beat the Rockets. And Fred VanVleet, 22 points, he's a minus 22. But Fred VanVleet, counting number-wise, is okay. He gets no steals this year. And we don't really know if that's something that's going to change. Again, a game with no steals. Jalen Green, no steal, that's not really surprising. Really bad game. 6 turnovers, 4 for 15. That's the Jalen Green experience, right? Emperor Şengün, 8 for 25? What? I guess, I don't know, he took 8 so how, he just missed a lot of shots versus AD, I guess. 2 steals and 2 blocks, but overall, he's still good. He's the best fantasy player on this team, I think. Fred VanVleet is supposed to be that guy, but, unless the steals come, that's not really it. Jabari Smith had 2 steals and 3 blocks with 10 and 9, okay, that's good enough. And Dylan Brooks, 2 threes and 10 points. Okay. Just pretty boring, to be honest. For Dylan Brooks, nothing flashy all year. That's going to be his role. He's not going to score a lot of points. I think he's really locked in on playing defense, being the defender, being the annoying pest guy for this team. Taro Eason, we know he's a great fantasy player, and he shows that. 20 minutes, a steal and a block, 7 rebounds. Can he ever get to 25? I think that will make him a mile. He's providing good value already in 20 minutes. Decent block numbers, but he's not ranked. But if he ever gets consistent 25 minutes, I think he's a must roster. All right, we look at the Lakers. AD had 5 blocks. Yep, that's when Şengün missed a lot of shots. 14 rebounds, 27 minutes, amazing game. LeBron 16 points, 7 assists. Okay, D'Lo played just 26 minutes because the fourth quarter wasn't close. Yeah, I mean, not much going on with the Lakers. A bunch of streamers, right? Other than the big 3, Matt Christie. Oh, also Vanderbilt came back, played just 13 minutes. Austin Reeves, we gotta think about dropping this guy. If he just played 20 minutes, it's not enough, right? Like compare him to, I'm trying to think, like a Cole Anthony at the moment, right? I would rather want Cole Anthony right now than Austin Reeves. And I don't know if Lakers going to change the lineup. Are they going to start him? Because he's just been horrible when they start him. He hasn't been good this year. Maybe the defense figured him out a little bit. All right, that's it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.